You see this? This is my crazy invoice folder. Every quarter, I waste hours organizing receipts, renaming files, checking what's missing. It's super annoying. But also, not big enough of a problem to pay someone to fix it. I thought maybe AI can help. So I decided to build my own web app. But the problem is, I have no idea how to code. Like, zero. That's when I found Base44. It's a new AI app builder recently bought by Wix for $80 million. Yeah, I had to try it. This app was created in one shot with Base44. Backend, already done. Logging system, one click. Database, ready. It's not just another no code tool. What's special here is it's all in one. In this video, I'll show you exactly what I built, how I did it, and I'll also share a few tricks I learned, so you can build your own app even faster. Let's get started. Here's what we're gonna do today. Step 1, create a prompt with ChatGPT. We will start by creating a prompt using ChatGPT because AI is obviously way better at writing prompts than I am. What we need to create is a PRD, Product Requirements Document. This is a document that outlines all the important features, functionality, and requirements of the product. It helps the AI understand exactly what we want and builds the app more professionally. Normally, writing a PRD is the job of a product manager, but don't worry, I'm not one either. So let's use GPT to do the hard work for us. You can search for GPT that's specialized in PRDs. Go to the left menu, click on GPTs, and search for PRD. I use this one, Product Requirements Document, PRD Writer. Then I will click on Start Chat, and I will paste in my prompt. So the prompt should start with you are an expert product manager and app builder with a lot of experience in vibe coding. Help me create a PRD. Here's my idea. And then you can specify your idea. So my idea is I want to build an app where freelancers can upload their invoices, PDF, image, or scan. The AI should extract key info like the company name, issue date, billing period, and total amount. Then it renames the file in a consistent format like 2025 March Zoom. The app will organize invoices by quarter and year so users can easily view their invoices, download them, or export a CSV with all the details. It will also include a checklist of expected invoices based on past uploads and let users add or remove vendors. For example, if I always pay for Loom, Zoom, or ChatGPT, the app should remind me when one of those invoices is missing. And this is an important part to add at the end. I accidentally also pasted in, but don't forget to add this part at the end. Ask me any questions you need to create a clear PRD with everything required to build this app in Base44. So after you specify your idea, you need to ask ChatGPT to ask you questions so you can answer, and then you will be able to build a PRD with all the details. All right, so I will send that. Now GPT will start asking you questions about your app. Just answer them one by one. If you're not sure what to say, ask GPT for help. All right, so I will answer those questions, I will fast forward it, and we will meet at the end. All right, once it's done asking everything, tell it to send you the full PRD. So I will say yes. So it will send me the complete product requirements document. And here it is, with all the information about the app I want to build. Now I recommend saving that PRD somewhere so you can easily go back to it later in case you need to fix something or make changes. It's good to have it ready as a copy-paste text for any future prompt. Okay, once you have your full PRD, you have two options. Option number 1, for simple apps, if you're building something small just for yourself, you can ask GPT to write a full prompt for Base44 using all the info from the PRD. Then just send it to Base44, test the app, and make changes if needed. Option number 2, for bigger or more complex apps. If your app has lots of features, options, or a more advanced database, and you want to take it more seriously, I recommend asking GPT to break it down into smaller steps. Start with a simple MVP, something like, now I want to create a starter prompt to send to Base44 to start building the MVP. Start with the minimal things to send first to build an MVP. Then send one part at a time to Base44 and build it piece by piece. For this video, I'm going with the simple option just so you can already see a working app. Also, this is something I'm building for myself and I want to share the full process with you. So let's ask ChatGPT for a full prompt for my app and send it to Base44. Generate a full prompt so I can send Base44 to build this web app. All right, it writes the prompt with all the information. And once it's ready, I will just copy this prompt and head over to Base44. All right, now I'm in Base44 website. I will click on Start Building up here, and now I will just need to paste in my prompt right here. It's a very detailed prompt with everything I mentioned and answer to the questions. And now I will just generate it and let's see how it will build the app. It can take like 5, 10, or 15 minutes, depend how detailed your prompt is. So let me pause the video and I will get back to you when it's ready. All right, and here it is, the web app I just built with one prompt. So let's go over it and see what's working and what's not, what we can change and improve, and let's just check this web app. All right, so first on the left, I can see all the tasks the AI have done, and yeah, I can see everything detailed right here on the left. And I can also collapse this menu so I will see the preview on full screen. Here is the invoice dashboard. I can see the month. We're currently in August 2025, which is Q3. I see some metrics that like summarize the invoices and amounts I already uploaded, which is 0 because I haven't uploaded any invoice yet. And here I will be able to see a list of the invoices I uploaded, but now no invoices found. All right, let's try to click on upload and see what's happening. All right, so I will automatically be transferred to the upload page where I can upload invoices. Let's do a check. I will click on browse files. And let's just randomly pick something from here. Let's say this one. And I see this PDF file right here. Let's see if I can upload few at one time. For example, this. Yes. All right, so let's say I want to upload all the folder with all the invoices. I can do it. And then I will need to click on process next, and it will process the invoices. This button is obviously not very good because the black text on this color is not very good. So I will need to fix that later. And okay, it finished, but I'm not sure what happened. Let's click again. Okay, so I understand that it processes it one by one, which is not good because it will take a lot of time to process one by one. I will need to change that to process all the PDFs I uploaded together. All right, so this is a thing I need to fix. Let's click on to collect what it means. Okay, 404, page not found. So it's probably because the AI haven't created this page yet, maybe. I will need to check it out. And vendors also doesn't exist. Let's check exports. No. Okay. Okay, we will need to fix that. And now after I uploaded few invoices, Let's try to click all right here. All right, so I can see the invoices here. I can see the vendor name, the date of the invoice, the amount I paid in different currency, by the way. This is euros and this is dollars. It says completed, and if I will click here, it will download the invoice. If I will click on these three dots, I can click on open file and download. I think that open file will also download the file. Yes, it is. Okay, so I have a lot of things to fix here. Obviously, what I recommend you to do is go over everything and write down all the things that are not working and you want to fix. And then you can go back to the ChatGPT that created the PRD for you and ask it to make changes and create prompts to send to Base44 to fix the issues on the app. All right, so let's go back to ChatGPT to create a prompt with all the changes. All right, so I specified here in ChatGPT what I want to change, and then it will help me write a prompt that is detailed and explain exactly what to do to Base44. So I wrote, help me write a follow-up prompt to Base44 to make these changes. On the upload page, I want the user to be able to process multiple invoices at once, upload in bulk, and then click on process, and it will process all the invoices all at once. Change the overlook of the app to be black and white, minimalist and clean. So I thought instead of go over and fix the buttons one by one, I will just ask it to change the overall look of the app, and let's see how it will goes. Maybe I will change that again later. And create the following pages according to what we discussed to collect a list of expected invoices. So as you remember, it's not working because it didn't create it. So I want to ask it to create this page, and also the page exports, where I can filter by quarter or year and export all the renamed invoices or a CSV with all the details. And one last thing, delete the following pages. Vendors, I'm not sure why it created it, because it's similar to the page to collect, which has a list, which is supposed to have a list with all the vendors and invoices I need to collect. And let me know if something missing. All right, so I will send it and let's see what it will give me. All right, so upload page, bulk upload and bulk process. Okay. Sometimes not all of the prompt is 100% clear. If you don't know how to code or how to build apps, you won't understand fully all the prompt, and that's okay. You can also ask ChatGPT why you wrote that, or what is the reason I need this in my prompt. Explain, I'm a complete noob and I don't know how to code. You can ask it to explain everything to you. Don't be afraid to ask. All right, so once it will be ready, I will copy everything and paste into Base44. Okay, let's open the panel again, and then I will paste in the prompt, and let's see how it will do the changes. I will send it, and then I will see how it plans the next steps and what it's gonna do and change. All right, I will pause the video and I will come back when it's ready. All right, now it looks very good in my opinion. It's much more clear and looks more professional. Okay, so let's check if what I've asked from Base44 is actually happened. So let me just collapse this panel. And now I don't have any invoices here in the dashboard. So let's upload a new invoice. Let me try this time to upload all these folder. Let's see if it works. I will click open. No, I cannot choose a folder, so I will just choose all these invoices, click open, and I can see all these invoices here in the queue. All right, I can see that it says all files processed. Okay, let's check on the to collect page to see if I can see them there. All right. Okay. nothing to show here. At least I have the page. Previously, it wasn't even existed, and now it's here. I can change to Q1, for example, and I will see January, February, and March, which are the months in Q1. Okay, that's nice. I cannot see much here, but let's go to exports to see what I see. Okay, I have the exports page, and I can filter by a year and a quarter and choose to export the files under this period of time. And obviously I need to fix this transparent menu. I don't know why it looks like that, but yeah, I can fix that later. And let's go to the dashboard. Maybe I will see the invoices I uploaded here. Let's click on all. And no, I can see only the 2 invoices I previously uploaded. All right, so it probably won't process the invoices. It's probably stuck in the queue. So I will need to ask Base44 to fix that and to make also changes in the collect page and understand why I don't see anything here. And obviously check if the files can be exported. But I won't waste your time, and now I want to explain more about all the functions you have here, all the options and things you can do, so you will be able to build your own app and to get to know all the Base44 interface and know exactly which features you have here and options. All right, so let's go over the interface. All right, so let's start on this panel on the bottom left. So other than enter your prompts and send to Base44, you can also click here on the gear icon and see that you can switch between different AI models. If you're a beginner, you don't need to worry about this. Base44 will automatically choose and switch between the models when needed. So just so you know, it exists, but you don't need to touch it at all if you are a beginner. And you can also see the AI controls, which means you can set global instructions that the AI will follow in every interaction. You can specify everything here. For example, keep dark themes, always break down to smaller files, or RTL, which means that the layout text and interface are optimized for right to left languages like Hebrew or Arabic. So if you have this instruction you want the AI to follow no matter what, here's the place to mention it. So just keep that in mind. And you have also the option to freeze files if you want to protect some files from the AI changes, lock them so it won't modify them when you make changes to the app. You can choose which pages and files you want to lock right here, and they will be locked and protected. You can also freeze all if you want, just with one click check all the checkboxes, or unfreeze all if you want to cancel that. All right, I will hit cancel. And you can also click here on the plus sign to upload a file. You can upload anything here. It can be even a screenshot or an app inspiration, an image that will help you explain what you want to Base44. So feel free to play with that and try to upload files to help you build the app. You can also edit the app in visual. So if I click on visual edit, I can edit all these things manually. Just for example, if I want to change this button, I can click on it and I can see the settings I can change to this button specifically in the app. So if you have a small change that you don't want to start explaining the AI how to change it, you can do it manually by yourself. All right. And you have also the discuss mode, which is a mode you can talk to Base44 without changing anything in your app. This is useful if you have a bug, for example, or an issue and aren't sure how to fix it. You can ask Base44 to explain what's wrong and get more details before deciding what to do. It will cost you credits, but it's sometimes worth it because if you discuss with the AI, you will have a better understanding of the problems, or the AI will have better understanding of what you want to do before you do it. So use this discuss mode to ask questions and clarify things. All right. Now let's look at the top of the panel up here. I can refresh the preview if I want, and I can also switch to mobile view if I want to see how it will look on mobile. Sometimes it won't be mobile friendly, so you can ask Base44 to modify your app and make it also a mobile friendly, and here you will see the changes. I will get back to desktop and I can switch from preview to dashboard. So Base44 integrates everything into one place. You can switch from preview to the dashboard where you manage data, pages, and settings. All right, so let's go over everything here so you will know exactly what you can do and what are the options. So up here, you can change the name of the app, the description, and the icon if you want. You can control the app visibility up here. You can choose if you want it to be public or private, and you can check this checkbox if you want to require a login to access the app. You can invite users from here, and let's go to the users tab. You will see all users who signed up to your app, and you will automatically be the first admin after building the app. You will only see yourself at the beginning if no one signed up to your app. You can also invite users from here, and you can also delete users if you don't want them in your app. All right, let's go to the data tab. So here you can manage all your app's database. So for example, I have a data page for invoices. I can view all columns and stored information from uploaded invoices. I will see here that all of this is fake data that automatically generated when I built the app. And here are the 2 invoices I uploaded myself. I can click on add up here to add data manually, just fill in all these fields if I want to just manually add one line of data. And I can also click on actions here. I can import data from Excel or CSV to test the app with large data sets. So if I have a lot of data that I want to upload to Base44 and then play with the app that includes this data, I can do it. I can also export this data that exists right here, and I can see the schema of all the data and all the fields, the different fields, what should I put in each field. For example, it will be the date the invoice was issued, and you have all the details about every data field you have here. So it's really good to know that it exists, and if you need to change anything, just go here and watch how it works, how it's written, and you will have more knowledge on how you can change or modify it. I will also see the analytics tab right here. This is where you will see insights about your app, like number of users, top active users, and other usage stats once you share the app with others. All right. Under the domain tab, you can connect your own custom domain, but you will need a premium plan to do so. Without the premium plan, Base44 gives your app a random domain, and if you're using the app for personal testing, that's fine, but for professional use, you may want to connect your own domain. All right, the security tab, it lets you control who can access specific parts of the app, which data is visible to which users, and overall app security settings. So you can also run a security check and see if everything works smoothly with the security of the app. And you can also modify the security of the data entity, set up a row level security, which is RLS rules, and control exactly who can access your app's data, I recommend using ChatGPT or the discuss mode inside Base44 to get step-by-step instructions for how to configure these things. And by the way, sometimes error in your app happened because of security restrictions. So for example, if an action fails due to RLS, open discuss mode and ask Base44 to explain what's wrong and how to fix it. But here is the place to see your app security. So just so you know. And the code tab is where you will see all the app's underlying code. I can click on pages, dashboard, and then I will see all the code my app is built onto. Even if you don't know how to code, this is useful. Sometimes ChatGPT or Base44 will ask you to copy a section of code here into discuss mode to debug an issue. So it can send you to pages, dashboard, line 107, and ask you if something is missing or what's written there, so you can copy it, go to ChatGPT, paste it, and it will help you understand what's wrong, what's the problem, and how you can fix it. Okay, let me get back. And here I see the Agents tab. So actually this one is new and it lets you enable AI-powered assistants that can automate tasks, interact with your app's data, help users perform actions inside the app. I honestly haven't explored this feature fully yet, but if you'd like me to make a video diving into agents, drop a comment and let me know. All right, and the next tab is logs, and it's like an activity log of your app. It shows you who did what and when, so you can easily track everything happening behind the scenes. And this is especially useful when troubleshooting issues or debugging because you can see every step the system and users have taken and quickly identify where something went wrong. All right, next app, the API. So the API integration section in Base44 lets you easily connect your app to other tools or services. Basically, it gives you a ready-to-use code example that allow you to read data from your app's database, for example, fetch all your invoices or update data in your app directly through code. For example, change a vendor name or invoice amount. Base44 automatically generates JavaScript and Python examples, so if you're working with a developer, they can simply copy-paste and use the code without building it from scratch. All right, and here in the app settings, you can change the logo. You can upload a logo if you have one, or you can generate a logo here in Base44. And under app settings, you have your app's main configuration and behavior. Let's go through the key options here. So, main page is where you can choose which page users see first when they open your app. You can choose one of the pages, or you can also generate a custom landing page as the first page of your app. This lets you showcase anything you want about the app and then allow users to sign up to use it. This is great if you're planning to scale and turn your app into a business. And app visibility is where you can control who can access your app. You can keep it private or change it to public. Platform badge is where you choose if you want to show or hide the Edit with Base44 badge in your app. If you want to hide it, you will need a pro account. And hide entity creator, hide the created by field in your data tables so users won't see who added each record. Email and password authentication. You can allow users to log in with email and password in addition to Google sign-in. And AI agents build custom AI-powered assistants directly inside your app using Base44 AI agent infrastructure. So as I mentioned before, if you want me to dive deeper into this feature, let me know in the comments. All right, and clone app. Make a full copy of your app to test changes without affecting the original. I encourage you to do it and duplicate your app so if something goes wrong, you have the original app just there, so you can make changes and don't worry about ruining everything or do something that is irreversible. All right. And app templates. Share your app as a public template so others in the Base44 community can discover and use it. And backend functions enable server-side logic and automations available for builder plans and above. And last thing here is the danger zone, where you can delete your app permanently and all its data. So make sure you don't just do it and you're 100% sure you want to delete the app before clicking on delete app here. All right. And the next tab is authentication. This is where you configure how users log in into your app. Base44 gives you multiple authentication options. You can let them sign up with email and password. You can let them sign up with Google, Microsoft, or Facebook. And you can also use a single sign-on SSO. This lets users log in using a custom SSO solution that integrates with your organization's system. So if you know what it means, you know what it means, and it also exists right here. To publish your app, just click on Publish App here and then select Publish App. All the changes you've made will become live and available through your app's public link after publishing. If you publish your app and then make more changes later, don't forget the live version will only update after you publish again. And that's it. Your app is live. Now I can continue with Google to sign up or sign up by email and password. And another pro tip before we finish, once you've done building your app, try switching to discuss mode and ask Base44 to suggest improvements for your app. Sometimes it can give you really useful ideas for new features or ways to make your app better. By the way, Base44 also makes it super easy to connect your app to other platforms with pre-built integration. No coding required. You can instantly plug into payments, emails, data sources, automation tools, and more. For example, you can connect to Zapier, which is automate tasks with over 6,000 apps like Google Sheets, Slack, or Notion, or HubSpot, sync customer data and manage marketing workflows. So this can save you a lot of time and make your app way more powerful. So just so you know, it exists and you can see all the integrations options in Base44/integrations. I will put that link in the video description so you can go check it out. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching until the end. If you learned something new in this video, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment and let me know what was the most helpful or what caught your attention. I always enjoy seeing what's bringing you value. So I'll see you in the next video.